Select the 3BA body, head, hands, and feet, unfreeze them, and now we start to transfer bone weight of the 3BA body to outfits. Select one piece of clothing, use the skin wrap modifier, and add the body mesh with bone weights in the parameters. For example, if the body and head models are near the clothing, then add the body and head meshes as objects for copying bone weights. Now let's convert the skin wrap parameters into skin bone weights. So the bone weights of the clothes and the body will be synchronized. In games, we often see clips between clothes and the body, which might be caused by the bone weights of the clothes and the body not being synchronized. Now export them as FBX. For change the skeleton display mode a bit, and then re-import the FBX into 3dmax. This step isn't necessary, but if you don't do it, you might run into some small issues when fixing the clothes bone weight. Now expands the hierarchy of the skeleton. Use keyframes to add animation to the skeleton. If you use the original A pose to fix the bone weight, you won't know if the bone weight of the clothing is normal when the character is moving. How do I start a frame animation? Keep the character in its original posture, then turn on the auto key icon, drag the playhead slider to a certain time position, and then adjust the skeleton. Select children when adjusting individual bones. You usually just need to adjust the bones in the legs, arms, and head. Set the rotation axis of the bone to parent so that the bone can rotate in the correct direction. After adjusting the pose, cancel auto key. At this point, adjust the timeline slider and check the animation of the skeleton. Now, we're just fixing the weights of all the clothes one by one. Select the mesh of the clothes, select the skin editor, and then click on Edit Envelopes. You can find all the bones that affect the mesh vertices in the sort direction list. They affect the deformation of the clothing mesh. Because this piece of clothing fits the body pretty well, there's not much that needs fixing. The more complicated the clothing, the more areas there are that need fixing. I found that the collar here in the neck is not properly deformed. So I need to find the relevant bones in the sword direction to fix the deformation of the clothes. So what bone do I need to choose to fix the weighting? Yes, the head bone. At the bottom of the skin editor, you can see two key sections. One is for drawing weight and the other is for drawing blend weight. If you check the option to draw blended weights, you can think of it as smoothing the mesh of the clothes. If you don't check draw blend weights, you can think of it as adding or subtracting weights to the bones you've selected. We fix the weights of the clothes, usually just need to select the draw blend weight. Hold down Ctrl and Shift, then drag the mouse up and down while holding the left mouse button to adjust the brush size. Click on the face that needs fixing. The crotch area of the pants is in pretty bad shape, so it's always got to be fixed up. You can remove any weights you think you don't need, uncheck the box for draw blend weights, and hold down the Alt key while drawing to decrease the weight. Next, select the thigh bone and tick draw blend weights to smooth the mesh. After fixed the bone weights of the clothes, set the bone affect limit to 4 for all models. Now you can export clothes as NIF format, but before that, I remind you that the material of the mesh will affect the combination of the exported NIF. For example, if one mesh contains two materials, it will export as two separate meshes. Multi-material applications are usually for when you need to export certain faces of a mesh as separate mesh in NIF. The gloves in the viewport are given two different materials, so it will be separated into left and right, two meshes in NIF. If you don't separate them in NIF, you just need to select the complete glove mesh, drag a material ball onto the glove, and then the glove will be exported as one mesh in NIF. Here's my export of regular NIF settings. Use NIF scope to check if the exported NIF